The government wants to install an AI surveillance tower in a California beach town that can watch the entire city for smuggling activities. The city then requested them to not survey neighborhoods. They said, no, that's not exactly possible. You can't just focus on the water and not the town. And the whole thing paints a solid picture of what we're seeing more and more of pop up across the US today. A lot of the information I'm sharing in this video comes from a brand new article from Dave Maass at the Electronic Frontier Foundation and the CBP and Anduril. Anduril, who just recently signed a massive US Army contract worth up to $20 billion last month, would be providing a surveillance tower for Customs and Border Protection to install in San Clemente, California. As of September 26, 2024, Anduril had deployed 300 autonomous surveillance towers for border security. Now, the exact numbers for the current amount of autonomous surveillance towers from Anduril aren't publicly detailed, but CBP has at least 77 in operation along the California-Mexico border, and there are many more in Texas, and there are hundreds, possibly thousands, planned. So what makes these towers different? Why should we care if there is an autonomous surveillance tower popping up in our neighborhood? What does that even mean? Let's talk about what the publicly disclosed details of the tech in these towers. I'm sure there's many things we don't know, but there's some things we do know. They're called autonomous surveillance towers. They're designed to operate independently of humans. They process information to classify people, vehicles, or animals in real time. They can spot motion up to 7.5 miles away, even in fog or darkness, and they'll cue the cameras automatically. It can detect a heat signature through smoke, haze, or camouflage at night. It has high-resolution zoom for identification, and it provides 360-degree coverage. It works off solar power, so it'll run 24/7. And some of the surveillance towers, if they detect something that needs more exploring, they can automatically send a drone without any human input. Customs and Border Protection says the purpose of these autonomous surveillance towers is for monitoring boats carrying migrants, also known as pongas. I couldn't find any public data showing the effectiveness of these surveillance towers. The mayor of San Clemente said, from a public safety standpoint, I want to deter these pongas from coming in, period. A San Clemente council member said, our privacy is not being invaded. None of your liberties are being invaded. If you're an illegal alien and you're caught in this town, you're going to be removed. That's the law of the land. It's been that way for decades. President Trump seems to be the only one in the last 5 years that's been willing to enforce the law. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, how much does all this stuff cost and who's paying for it? Here's where it gets interesting. So there's no direct cost to San Clemente residents other than them being a US taxpayer, you and I, who are paying for this. The CBP fully funds the $1 million tower installation. They cover all of the utilities, so taxpayers are paying for that. Then the CBP pays the city of San Clemente a one-time fee for the 20-year lease. Now, before I tell you how much the one-time fee is for the 20-year lease, I just want to give you a second to guess how much you think it's going to be. So I looked up the average median land cost for San Clemente. For lots averaging 0.25 acres is around $600,000. CBP will be paying San Clemente $10 for a 20-year lease. What a deal. Another thing the Electronic Frontier Foundation has pointed out that I want to highlight here is the CBP's data retention for these autonomous surveillance towers is confusing due to vague policies. They use the data for AI training without clear limits or oversight. The video and images from these ASTs are kept for at least 30 days routinely and indefinitely if relevant to investigations, or forever to train AI models. And this far exceeds the typical duration for law enforcement, which is 90 days. So the EFF highlights that there's no firm deletion timelines, there's plenty of sharing risks, and all around a lack of transparency. To sum it all up, we've got surveillance towers popping up, enabling mass, unaccountable spying on everyday Americans, even those far from the border, and AI automating the whole process.